Welcome to Made in Montgomery. I'm Susan Kenedy. The arrival of big box retailers has small businesses and independent stores looking to protect their turf. This holds true for the small neighborhood hardware store. There are plenty here in Montgomery County to choose from, like this Ace in Tacoma Park, where we found out the secret to staying in business is creating a niche. It's hard to beat a good old hardware store when it comes to finding that special type of nail, specialty cleaner, or advice on how to fix something.
I took them out and put in these LED ones. These last 10,000 hours.
And that's what Pete McCloskey of Stroh-Snyder's in Potomac says has kept customers coming back.
We know we have a very loyal customer base here, and that's pretty critical to survival. And these people, we hope that we get them to come back just with our service. We offer more service than we believe a lot of any other stores do. I can pretty much vouch for my checkout area, my cashiers.
The same holds true for Tom Christopher over at Christopher's Hardware in Olney.
We're a family-owned and operated business, and we're in the community. We're part of the fabric of the community. Last year when the snow was coming, we had people all day long. All day.
Did you run out of anything?
No, we never ran out. Maybe if you wanted a yellow snow shovel, you got a red one. Every day get-ups to do the best job we possibly can and smother the customer with customer service.
With the influx of big box home improvement retailers, the local hardware store has had its work cut out for it. Recently, Hardware City in Kensington announced its plans to close in the spring of 2017. But Stroh-Snyder's, Christopher's, and several others across the county have been able to keep their doors open. There have been challenges along the way, but the key has been to fulfill the customer's needs without competing with big box stores.
Well, throughout my career in the business, you've had a whole succession of businesses that have come along that have been a threat to the hardware industry. And it seems like every decade there's a new one. You've had Home Depot and Lowe's in the marketplace for maybe 20 years, and they've had significant impact on what we do, how we carry on our business, what we carry, and pricing. A lot of things.
You've got your Giants and your Safeways on the same corner with us, and I get customers telling us all the time that they've discontinued this, they've discontinued that. Specialty items we have, it's just kind of way outside the box in the business world, but for instance, silver and metal polishes. So silver, brass, chrome. We have at least 50 SKUs of polishes.
Wow.
Which is pretty unorthodox in the hardware industry, but we do it because it works. Yeah. You know, a lot of people think that's overkill, but people come here for a selection.
Just love hardware stores, so anytime I see a hardware store I haven't been into, I have to visit. And you can see I've already found a few things I could use.
I think it'll work. Yeah, I'll buy it. And they have all the things that I need. I mean, this was the last one of these. Mm-hmm. See, it was the last one they had. But they're going to get some more. I got to go.
Okay.
And convenience is also a big factor. Both McCloskey and Christopher say they can get someone in and out of their store within a matter of minutes.
I know I can get a customer in and out of here, you know, for 1 or 2 items inside of 3 minutes. You know, their time is valuable, and I want to make sure that we keep these loyal people interested in what we have to offer.
People can come here and they can pull up, walk in, I need this little widget, and you can grab it, get it for them, and out the door they go. And you know, they are gone and back home by the time that they would have traversed the parking lot and found it in a big store. So that is big. Time is money.
I challenged Tom Christopher to put his money where his mouth was to find me a wood screw in this overwhelming aisle of handyman essentials. If I came in looking for wood screws,
they'd be down here.
Okay.
You've got boxes of wood screws up here, steel, brass, and there's stainless steel ones down there. And then over here, these are all your regular wood screws in all these boxes.
And you'll probably find men aren't the only ones who frequent these hardware stores. Pete McCloskey told me Stroh-Snyder's has a lot of merchandise geared towards women. Oh, wow, and you carry vacuums?
Miele vacuums.
Miele vacuums. Those are high-end.
Yep, they're all made in Germany.
Dripless candles.
A lot of people come solely for them because they're dripless.
Gift wrap.
It's one-stop shopping.
Yeah. And kitchen gadgets. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Here is a ravioli cutter now, and there's only 2 left. So obviously somebody likes to make pasta, likes to make ravioli, and has come here and purchased a ravioli maker. This is a great little who would have thought type of gift that they made something like this. That's really terrific. I like that. Both Stroh-Snyder's and Christopher's pride themselves on their employees as well, some of whom have worked for them for more than a quarter century. Jane Rediker serves on the Greater Silver Spring Chamber of Commerce. She says these small businesses play a critical role in the fabric of the county's economy.
Because small businesses are able to get close to the community. They create jobs in the community. They're able to get close to their customers, and they're known in a way that they're friends. I mean, they know their customers personally. They know what their customers' needs are. And I think that sometimes they're able to respond quickly in a way and make sure that they can fill the needs of these customers.
A do-it-yourselfer who has recently updated his entire home.
I spent a lot of time in the paint aisle.
Yeah.
But I also spent a lot of time down in the plumbing.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Councilmember Mark Elrich has made plenty of trips to his local hardware store in Tacoma Park. How far are you from being completely done? Will you ever be completely done?
I will be completely done because I will lose my sanity if I don't.
He says it's reliable and trustworthy.
For little stuff, when I just need 1 or 2 things, it's not worth the drive and the hassle of the time when I can just pop up here. Like, I can't think how many times I was doing something and realized I don't have the right script because I probably dropped it, which happened more than once. And so, you know, it's like, I'll get to the car, I'll be back in 5 minutes. But the fact is, you could be back in 5 minutes. It's a big deal. I think there's a little bit more homey feel here, and you really feel you're dealing with people who, you know, you can joke with, and they're used to seeing you. What's your project now?
Good afternoon, this is Pete. Can I help you?
But both McCloskey and Christopher know there will always be challenges, and as the market evolves, they cannot be complacent. The internet is a real threat.
The internet is what's going to dictate the future, obviously. You know, we have to be on the cutting edge and keep on being aware of what we can do to service the customer more intelligently.
But the ability to provide personalized service is what they both believe will keep their cash registers ringing.
And it's fun helping customers. It's rewarding to help the customers because people come here for help, and if we can solve their problem, they're leaving here very happy.
People look at me and say, well, it must be nice not to have a boss. That's not true. Every customer that walks through that door is my boss. They tell me what they want, what they don't want, and you just have to listen to them. Sometimes they tell you things you don't want to hear, but you build your business that way, and you stock your store accordingly, and you know, you treat people the way you want to be treated.
When we come back, we'll take you to a Bethesda small business where there is no such thing as a dirty dog.
The great outside.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
So shiny.
We both love the outdoors.
That's not a flower.
And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Made in Montgomery. Small businesses are the economic engine nationally and here in Montgomery County. When you patronize a small business, you're essentially giving back to your community. Next, we go to Bethesda, where the customer is always top dog. Izzy, the Cocker Spaniel, is getting her usual treatment at Jour. She is one of the dozens of dogs who come for a day of pampering at the Bethesda Grooming Salon. Jour has been in business in Bethesda since 1991. And people spend a lot on their animals.
They do. They do.
Becky Pugh is the owner.
A lot of grandmama, a lot of dog grandmas spend a lot of money.
Really? How adorable is this? This is really cute. This is just adorable.
If you forget your tie at work, come over.
That's funny. I like that. She started in the dog party business in Georgetown, then shifted to grooming when she reluctantly came to Bethesda at the suggestion of a friend.
I used to thought of Bethesda as a place where you went to look for rugs or get your car fixed, and he goes, no, you really should think about bringing your shop. I'm like, but there's nothing there. And so I did, because it was right during the recession in the end of the 80s, and I was like, oh, what have I done? But I cut my expenses in half, coming from Georgetown, and all of a sudden, within like 2 years, couples who had been married in Georgetown were moving this way, to have their families, and it started picking up. You can just try it on her.
Okay, that's a good size though, right?
I think so.
Pugh has carved her niche in the Bethesda business community. She has hundreds of regular customers, like Izzy, a third-generation client of a customer who's been coming to Jour for more than 20 years.
Oh, you look so cute. She loves it here. She never has a problem coming in here.
It's nice to transform one. Like you see one that comes in and it's matted and tangled, and they go out fluffy and nice, and it feels good, to have done something good for a dog.
As is the case for so many small businesses, customer service has been the key to Pugh's success. She makes special accommodations for seniors who have challenges with transportation and makes sure each dog who visits the salon has a record of health issues or any other information that might affect its visit to Jour.
That's how I started, was making cookies.
Pugh wants to make sure every dog has its day.
Are these like specialty made to not be bad for the dogs?
Right. The icing is made with yogurt.
Okay.
So it has a little bit of a sweetness to it, not much. It used to be kind of silly, the idea of dog grooming, 40 years ago, but now it's not just a poodle thing anymore. Standard grooming is your usual, bath, nails, clean the ears, clean out the pads, all that. Teeth is it is extra. It's $10 extra to have the teeth done. We don't do an exam, but we do brush.
Councilmember Sidney Katz knows the importance of good customer service in small business. He ran his family's business, Wolfson's Department Store in Gaithersburg, for more than 40 years.
When you get to sweep the floor, when you get to order the goods, when you get to ring the sale and wait on the customers, and many times if you go into a big store, you might not ever see a manager. In this case, you would see not only the manager, you would see the owner, who's many times in that store longer than anybody else. So all of that is good.
The growth in Bethesda has been a good thing for Jour. Pugh says the construction of dog-friendly apartments throughout town has resulted in several new customers and a community that's gone to the dogs.
It's been kind of a wonderful thing. With all the development has come dogs with dog owners. It used to be in Bethesda, you could not have a dog in an apartment. It was under 15, it had to be at 15 pounds and smaller. Now they have dog stations for grooming. I did a dog bubble bath party at Upstairs Bethesda for them to kind of highlight, their amenity. So it's changed a lot. Obviously, it used to be, dogs, no on the lease, and now it's like, bring 4, bring 5. I tell you, so I was given just a mannequin by one of my friends, and I thought, well, maybe I'll have some use for it. I didn't know what.
And Pugh works like a dog to keep her business at the top of its game. She doesn't worry too much about competition from big box pet retailers because the services and extras she offers keeps her customers coming back. Her employees share her love of dogs and commitment to giving top-notch customer service. Anyone can wash a dog, she says, but it's all about the personal touch. And she knows this firsthand. She married one of her customers.
But yeah, so that was one customer relation that went really well.
But as long as the tails keep wagging and the customers keep smiling,
He looks pretty good. He looks great, actually.
Bonjour will be sticking around to keep county dogs fresh and fluffy.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye, Derby. Well, that wraps up this edition of Made in Montgomery. If you'd like us to feature your business, email us at localmontgomery@gmail.com. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kenedy. Thanks for watching.